Alright, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory be to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakak Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders, great millstone that rule well. And blessings to the hopeful elect out there listening and learning and teaching this word in all sincerity and truth. In the sincere hopes that we may edify and feed the lambs of Yahweh Shai, especially in these last days, man. And boy, breaking news. Just received word, it's live on the news at the moment, Sky News, BBC, and they're reporting that there's been a stabbing, alright, over there in Manchester, Greater Manchester, alright, at a synagogue. Alright, they're saying that the guy that did the stabbing, I think he was shot dead on sight and that and whatever. They haven't released the identity. It'll be interesting to see the identity that they come out with, you know, because the small hats, you know, pretty much, you know, they're going to aim for revenge. I think Keir Starmer, the Prime Minister, he's ending his, you know, trip early. I think he's over there in Denmark discussing with the EU plans for, you know, immigration and that and whatever, how to tackle it and that. He's had to cut his trip short. He's, you know, coming back to the UK for a Cobra meeting. It's funny, they call it Cobra. You know, scriptures speak about a dragon, that old serpent, which is the devil and Satan. You know, see this devil, man, see, look, they're looking to use this now. You know, these you know, orchestrated acts of chaos, these chaotic events, in order to establish more order. You best believe that they're going to use, remember the scriptures tells you in Revelation 12:12, rejoice ye heavens and ye that dwell in them, woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he has but a short time. Now they can use this now. You know, or another one that comes to mind is 2 Corinthians 2:11, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. You know, like I said, they haven't released the identity of the you know, the villain. You know, I think 4 people got injured, and they're saying it's, you know, it's the most horrific, you know, because it's, you know, during Yom Kippur, when they, you know, they be fasting and that or whatever. They're saying that's how it's going to be remembered now. So they're really pushing this to the high heavens, you know, this whole, you know, this whole tea thing, you know, where anything can happen at any time. You know, the Prime Minister's had to end his, you know, his trip over there in Denmark, cut it short for the Cobra meeting and that and whatever. And we've been telling you that they're going to start doing these attacks. They're going to start doing these things. Okay. Hey, measure the time diligently, man. We have to measure the time diligently. We've been telling you that they're going to do these things. Ordo ab chaos, man. They want to establish that new world order. They just told you that they want the brick card. They want it's mandatory, and they want it done right during Keir Starmer's time in office as Prime Minister. They want things happening. Okay, Ordo ab chaos. They want to push this forward now. This is their agenda. All right, they want the people chipped ultimately. All right, and you know it's going to be so much. You ain't seen anything. You're going to see more chaos. They're going to push that chaos in order to come forward with more draconian measures. The scripture says, woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, man. So Esau, when he goes to fill his belly, when he goes to push out that chip, that's when the Most High is going to stop this devil. All right, so that's what we say, bring it on, let them roll out what they got to do. The draconian measures, it's all biblical, it's all part of biblical prophecy. We got to stay watching, we got to see how this unfolds and what's going to happen next. All right, all these false flag attacks and that and whatever, all these things that are happening, right? All the division, even the pro-Palestine protesters with the flags and that, they're going to catch more heat now off the back of this. You know, because in response to what's going on over there in the so-called Middle East, and the Gaza Strip and all of that, you got these flaggers, they're taking to the streets, these protesters. This could be another reason to clamp down freedom of speech, all right, to empower them, the government, with more draconian measures to come down hot and heavy on anyone, right, that expresses their opinions, that don't fall in line, you know, with what they want, all right, which is complete subservience to the state, right, complete subservience to the totalitarian regime that they're pushing. Right, you can call us conspiracy theorists all you want, right? But we know that the end goal is for them to chip these people out here. You see these people riding bikes, going to work, doing this, eating at restaurants. They don't have a fucking clue as to what's about to happen, man. And for you Israelites out here, you bonehead Israelites out here, you wacky-tacky Christians, you know, that you believe God's all love and this and that and whatever, you don't seem to understand, you know, that great violence is being prepared, right? More divisions being prepared, okay? They're about to release their troops on them streets. They shall be like madmen sparing none. You know, hey, you see what's going on with it in response to the immigration or to the migration over there in the immigrants with with ICE and that over in America. People are getting grabbed up. Families are getting separated. You know, women, children, you know, crying. You know, I can't see my husband. You know, my daughter. You know, families are being separated. Things happening, bro. Things are actually happening. We're at that time. Right? And the Lord said, what, suppose you that I have come to bring peace upon the earth, I tell you nay, rather division. So we're in a time of a great divide. All right? Civil war. We're on the brink of civil war. All of this, all hell is about to break loose, man. All right? All hell is about to break loose. And if you don't believe that, man, if you don't believe that they're looking to ramp things up with these false flag attacks and that, whatever, we told you these stuff was going to start happening, man. And now it's starting to happen. Right? What does the scripture say? And when it's coming to pass, and lo, it will come, then shall they know that a prophet have been among them. Playtime is over. Esau's looking to roll, man. Remember, Son of Man prophesied, thus saith the Lord, Ezekiel 21:9, right? Say a sword is sharpened. Right? It is furbished that it may glitter. Right? Should we then make mirth? So we're not in the time of mirth, man. All you guys that want to party bullshit, you want to bury your head in the sand, act like shit ain't getting, you know, the fire ain't rising, shit ain't getting more like hot out here, shit's getting hot. You know, and they're going to use it to take away more of the freedoms, the so-called freedoms of the people out here, especially in these major cities, man. All right, they're going to lock things down, they're going to introduce curfews, like they show you in V for Vendetta. Right? They're going to have them troops out there on the streets. And if they catch you after a certain time after dark, they're just going to round your ass up, man. You're going to have people getting beheaded that don't take the chip. That's how draconian they're coming with it. The word draconian means excessively harsh and severe. This is the time that we're in, man. The vision, which is for an appointed time. We're at the end and it's speaking. Right? So this is what it is. So, hey, breaking news, man. It's happening. It's popping off. You know, Greater Manchester. Who knows how they're going to spin this, man? Let's see. Let's just keep our eyes open, keep our ears peeled, and see, you know, and see what's going on. Or is it saying, keep your eyes peeled, you know, or whatever. Keep your head on a swivel. Put it that way, man, because things are definitely happening out here. Anyway, shalom to the elect. Stay prayed up, man. Hey, anything can go down at any time. You saw how quick they moved with the COVID. How quick they were to lock things down with that major chaos that they pushed out there. So we're in a time now where they could just lock things down, man. It could be so-called normality 1 minute, and then as soon as you blink, next thing you know, draconian measures are in place. You can't even leave your home. Curfews are put in place. All kinds of chaos. Like, look how quick the London riots happened, man. Right? We're not ignorant of Satan's devices, man. All right? So we got to know what's going on. Shalom to the elect, man. Stay prayed up. Shalom.